Good morning, everybody. Today is December, 16th, 2020. Congratulations, you've made it this far into the 2020 year, and you'll make it all the way. Just a reminder, this is the Advent season where we look at faith, hope, and love and joy, and we meditate upon those items as we gravitate towards the truth that Jesus came once, and we are looking forward to and anticipating the second advent whenever he comes and makes all things new. Christmas is actually December 25th and the time after it. So we are currently in the Advent season, though I know everybody is sending out their Christmas cards and singing Christmas songs, so to say. But in all reality, the season of Advent is what we're in, and I believe that it's very important to focus on that. And in this, just in the attitude of focusing on the first advent of Jesus Christ, look at John 13, which is what I read this morning. And I actually have a hard time with John 13, where actually the challenge that I'm going to give, because what Jesus tells Christians to do to one another, it's very easy to say someone else needs to do that better and not reflect on how I'm doing it poorly. So John 13 is the Last Supper in the book of John, and John washes his disciples' feet, and then he says, one of you is going to betray me, and then he sends Judas Iscariot out, and then he says, hey, I'm going to be glorified soon, and I have a new commandment to give you guys. And he says, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. You are also to love one another. By this, all people will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Now, what does he mean by love in this? Love is a very large word, large concept, really difficult to pin down whenever we look at etymology. People want to look at, Greek, is it this word, this word, this word, and try to give it an exact definition. But as anyone who studied language knows, there is a range that a word could mean, and it's the context in which the word is used that we understand how the speaker or the author was intending to do this. So if I were to say basketball rocks, you all would not go to a dictionary and say, so here's the way that rocks, the word rock is defined. It's a genre of music. Oh, it's a solid it's a solid clump of minerals, or it is a motion of a boat. You'd all say, no, basketball is really fun and enjoyable. That's what he means by basketball rocks. So you know that by the context of the statement. And in John 13, Jesus washes his disciples' feet. And after he does so, he says the servant isn't above the master, meaning, hey, you guys will also go on and be called to be servants, just like I am. Jesus isn't using some all-time truth saying a servant never becomes better than the person who first employed them, like people try to make statements from there. No, this is the declaration that if he, as the Lord over the disciples, humbled himself and washed feet, they too will need to do it. So the example of love given in John 13 is feet washing, and that is an example of humility and serving and loving someone else and putting your interest below their interest and putting their well-being over yours. And Jesus says, all people will know you are my disciples by your love for one another. So the contextual understanding of love here is serving and putting someone else's interest above yours, even if it makes you look silly, like taking off your outer garment and washing feet, like Jesus did. Like the command to wash feet in the New Testament here that we have is the command to serve. And the command to serve and the command to love are parallel in John 13, and I would argue parallel inside of the theology of the New Testament. So right now, my devotional challenge as Christians, what are you known for, of, and by? Are you known for being entrenched inside of a certain category, or being entrenched inside of always being against or opposed? Or are you known by how you love and serve people? Philippians 2 said that is what Jesus himself did, is he came down in the form of a servant, took on flesh, and loved us. So as Christians, we need to show the truth of Jesus, the truth of salvation, and the truth of gospel by how we serve one another. And in John 13, the command to love is understood in the context of that chapter by being serving. So are you serving people? There are some really cool examples of this that I see yearly, usually around Christmas, but here's the deal. Putting other people's interests above your own shouldn't just be something that we do during December. It should be something that we always try to have year around. All right. Love you guys. Bye.